second down.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Tua to try again on second down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
48-yard line.
The gun running with Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not. Not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
To Alvin Kamara.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Foles. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Foles pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Foles.
down.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have the Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
The Vikings first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's going deep for ground. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Complete.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14. Vikings 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Minnesota.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15.
And again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good.
Lions 21. Vikings.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Dustin Hopkins set to kick.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Buying time to his left. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down and 9.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Takes it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Always got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
Now Foles. Oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards.
9-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Cohen. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And pressure gets to him again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The 40-yard line.
The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. headlines here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down by...
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Minnesota.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Off by Tavon Young.
Ball's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30. The 20. If you will read, takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Vikings 28.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
makes a nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try again with Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 75 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Lions.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down and less than a yard.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Getting set to kick off.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal. Have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Tagovailoa. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Final score.